Narrative analysis. Narrative analysis is a qualitative research method that focuses on the study of narratives or stories to understand how individuals and communities construct and communicate their experiences, identities, and meanings. Narratives are powerful tools of sense making and communication, and analyzing them provides valuable insights into human experience, emotion, and social context. This approach is commonly used in fields such as psychology, sociology, anthropology, and literary studies. Here are the key characteristics and steps involved in narrative analysis. Narrative nature. Narrative analysis recognizes that people often make sense of their lives and experiences through storytelling. Narrative can take the form of oral or written stories, personal accounts, life histories, interviews, and even media representation. Story identifications. Researchers begin by identifying relevant narratives that align with the research questions. These narratives can be collected through interviews, focus groups, written text, or existing media sources. Story transcription and data preparations. If the narrative are in oral form, example interviews, they need to be transcribed into written formats. This step involves converting spoken words into text for analysis, thematic analysis of narratives. Researchers analyze the narratives to identify recurring themes, patterns, and structure within the stories. Themes might include plot elements, characters, emotions, conflicts, and resolutions. The focus is on understanding how participants construct their stories and the meanings they attach to their experiences. Then, plot and narrative structure. Researchers here examine the narrative structure, including the sequence of events, temporal order, and causal relationships. They may identify turning points, critical incidents, or moments of transformations into the narrative. Narrative devices and rhetoric. Researchers pay attention to use of narrative devices and rhetorical strategies employed by the storytellers. These might include metaphor, smiley, imagery, and other literary elements that shapes the narrative impact and meaning. Contextualization. The analysis also involves understanding the social, cultural, and historical context in which the narratives are situated. This contextualization helps to interpret the narratives and comprehend the broader implications of the story's interpretation and sense making. Researchers interpret the narratives to gain insights into the participant's perspective, emotions, values, and beliefs. This step often involves considering the underlying meaning and implications of the narrative. Reflexivity. As in other qualitative research methods, researchers practice reflexivity throughout their analysis. They acknowledge their own biases and how their assumptions and experiences might influence the interpretations of the narrative. Lastly, reporting is very common in all the methods or in all the analysis. The finding of narrative analysis are typically presented in a coherent and engaging manner. Here, the researcher may use quotes, excerpts for narratives, or illustrate key themes and provide a vivid account of the participants' experiences. Narrative analysis allows researchers to explore complex human experiences and cultural phenomena by tapping into the richness of storytelling. By understanding how people construct and share their narratives, researchers can gain valuable insights into the complexities of human life and communication. narrative analysis benefits, and there are certain challenges that we'll discuss. So, businesses turn to narrative analysis for a number of reasons because this method provides you with a deeper understanding of your customer's action and the motivations behind them. It allows you to personalize customer experiences. It keeps customer profiles as whole instead of fragmenting them into components that can be interpreted differently. However, this data analysis method also has certain drawbacks where narrative analysis cannot be automated. It requires a lot of time and manual effort to make conclusion on an individual participant story. It's not scalable